हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, हे पावन परमेश्वर मेरे, मन ही मन चढ़ाओ मेरी चाहत, मेरी चाहत मेरी चाहत।
May each other who will keep us safe. Also by Adila, we have heard from Adi for a very, very long time. We're very happy to have him here tonight to bless us and share his talent with us on this Janamashtami celebration night of Shri Krishna, celebrating the birth anniversary of Shri Krishna. We also have a project from IDR. Will you give us your project? And we do apologize for the lateness in our streaming. We were having some technical difficulties, and we were able to sort out those difficulties at this time. So that is why our streaming came on different. So we do thank all of you who are in the mandir here tonight, and Sharif, and Mohan, and Devendra, and Niraj, and Rashti, and the people who are here. We do thank all of you for being here tonight. Join us today. Which mic is that? Which mic?
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभिमानामधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजामि। परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे संभवामि युगे युगे। नमो नमस्ते प्रभु। Please join me in this very beautiful bhajan, Kanhaiya Kanhaiya Tujhe Aana Parega. And it says, O Shri Krishna, O Kanhaiya, you have come to, you will have to come back again. You will have to break the period of your mukti, or liberation, to come back again to give new life to Dharma. Kanhaiya 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 Tujhe Aana Parega, Aana Parega, Vachan Gitara Nibhana Parega. Kanhaiya Kanhaiya Tujhe Aana Parega, Aana Parega, Nibhana Parega. गोकुल में आया मथुराया, गोकुल में आया मथुराया, कभी प्यारे प्यारे कभी बोलेगा, कभी प्यारे प्यारे कभी बोलेगा, हरे सावरे हरे सावरे एक आके बना, सुनी पड़ी है तेरी वार्ता, कन्हैया 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 तुझे आना पड़ेगा, आना पड़ेगा, कन्हैया आना पड़ेगा। के पानी में मोही कुंज गैया, मोही कुंज गैया, मोही गोपिया, तेरी मन कोई ना रहे, कन्हैया 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 तुझे आना पड़ेगा, आना पड़ेगा, कन्हैया निभाना पड़ेगा। कोई तेरी गैया सवारी नहीं, हमारे तेरी सवारी नहीं, कोई तेरी गैया सवारी नहीं, हमारे तेरी सवारी नहीं, कभी कंस भारत में कभी कंस भारत में पैदा हुए, कपट से कोई डर आए नहीं, कन्हैया कन्हैया तुझे आना पड़ेगा, आना पड़ेगा, कन्हैया तुम्हारा निभाना पड़ेगा, कन्हैया तुझे आना पड़ेगा, आना पड़ेगा, कन्हैया तुम्हारा निभाना पड़ेगा, कन्हैया तुम्हारा निभाना पड़ेगा, कन्हैया तुम्हारा निभाना पड़ेगा।
Thank you very much, my dear minister, for giving us that vision, extolling the virtues of Sri Krishna Ji. And our next bhajan will come from our son, our Pandit Yuvraj Ji, and he can do accompanying on tabla. And as Yuvraj is getting prepared for his bhajan, his presentation, let me just give you a few announcements very quickly from the RS Fitness Center. We have a number of programs at the RS Fitness Center. The first is a Thursday satsang class. These sessions are held every Thursday from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. via Zoom. They are held by the Deepak Raman. If you're interested in joining these classes, please reach out to the Deepak or the Zoom link. If you would like to be a part of our monthly or even forum, we invite you to join our Manila group. This is our ladies group. Manila plans at least one of the Sunday mornings at 7. We are also meeting as a curtain group to practice chanting mantras and singing hymns and bhajans. Please contact Monica Nirvani, who is the lead liaison for this program. There was also a youth forum for youth, so these are monthly sessions, and they are being facilitated by Brenda Energy. So if you have her number, I hope the information is going to be on the screen sometime. If you would wish to make a paperless donation, you cannot do so in person. You cannot do so via PayPal or Zelle. For PayPal, you use the QR code or the link on the live stream. Please make sure to do your full name and contact information. For Zelle, use our email, ariaspiritualcenter@gmail.com. Please note the center is spelled C-E-N-T-R-E. That's ariaspiritualcenter@gmail.com. We are also now on social media platforms. Connect us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or you can email us at ariaspiritualcenter@gmail. And if you'd like to celebrate any occasion at the Irish Spiritual Center, and if you have our calendar, you can call any one of those numbers and you can get us, and we can arrange to facilitate your function. And finally, this Sunday is designated as Grandparents' Day, and so we invite all of you grandparents out there to come and join us this Sunday as we celebrate grandparents. You know, they have Mother's Day, Father's Day. Well, this Sunday is Grandparents' Day. And inviting all grandparents, come, we'll have a grand celebration this Sunday. By Ali, don't forget to tell the daddy, this Sunday is Grandparents' Day. And please come by woman this Sunday, right? Well, Jazz, and Molly, all of you over there, and Leela, I'm just calling out a few names. All of you, we invite you. And all the grandparents of this one here, come and join us this Sunday. Mostly that's all for now. Over to Miraj and Adi.
Namaste everyone. Krishna Janamashtami. Last week was Raksha Bandhan, and Father Bharat ended his pravachan with Dharma Eva Hato Hanti Dharma Rakshati Rakshitaha. And Sri Krishna was one of those who really lived up to Dharma Rakshati Rakshitaha. You know, I've been also looking to Sri Krishna a bit, and you know, he came to actually kill Hans, right? Hans was who with Mama. And how many of us today would stand up to our own family in order to protect Dharma? The question we have to ask ourselves. And look up to Sri Krishna as an idol. And no matter what, Dharma is always paramount. So, in giving reference to this Aryaputra, I will sing this bhajan, and Father Bharat, you will help me out here. Jo tum itana chahe, Jeevan ki Krishna. जो तुम ताना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, जो तुम ताना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बनते कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा। जो तुम ताना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, जो तुम पाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बनते कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बनते कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा। जो तुम पाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बनते कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बनते कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा। कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, जो न बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा, वो हारा हारा। कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, जो न बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा जग में वो हारा हारा। मन कामिते अंधियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा। मन कामिते अंधियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। जो तुम गाना चाहे जीवन की कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। जिसको बिना दिया सुख पामर क्या जाने, जो न जाने कृष्णा कृष्णा का धर्म क्या माने। जिसको बिना दिया सुख पामर क्या जाने, जो न जाने कृष्णा कृष्णा नित्य का धर्म क्या माने। चाहे अगर रुचियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा। चाहे अगर रुचियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। क्या कर तोड़ते हम का गिरा, तोड़ जगत के जगत में दुखों का डेरा। छोड़ा तोड़ते हम का घेरा, तोड़ जगत के जगत में दुखों का डेरा। वे क्यों है मारा मारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा। वे क्यों मारा मारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा। और बस सुबह शाम बोले बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा। सुबह शाम बोले बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा। जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण।
Thank you very much today, Raji, for giving us that deep and pleasure with your Krishna here. And we do thank Ali for being here tonight to help us with the percussion, all the music, and everything else. And this time, we will have our production from our production, and for the G, for the person G, or Pradhan, the president of the RSPT Center. And before I give the microphone to Pradhan, he wants to remind all grandparents, Bobby, the Sunday's grandparents, they so invite you to come back this over to the university.
Thank you very much, Padre Prakash.
Where's the permission? It's plugged in. Okay.
Oh, as Neeraj just beautifully sung, Jivan ki Krishna. What Jivan means? Life. What's Krishna? The thirst of life. Friends, if you and I, it says here, Jivan ki Krishna, jo tumi prana chahi. Prana means to crush into nothingness, to let it disappear. And Subhahusham, morning and evening, let's follow the teachings of Yogeshwar, Yogi Raj, Shri Krishna. And so, uh, we'll, we'll, you just, I didn't email it, just let it come across.
Okay. Is there?
Oh, let's all join in prayer. Oh, many of us we know these two mantras. The first mantra we pray, and also the first mantra is Sunday. Om Agni Purohitam Agni Purohitam Yajasya Deva Vedvijam Otaram Ratnaghatamam Otaram Ratnaghatamam Sanah Pitevas, Agna Ayahi Vitaye Agna Ayahi Vitaye Reyano Hagyanathai Vihota Satsi Varishi Vihota Satsi Varishi. Again, all of us, that's the second one. Agna Ayahi Vitaye Vinano Hagyanathai Vihota Satsi Varishi Nihota Satsi Varishi. Again, all of us, dedicated souls, members who are here this evening on this Shri Krishna Janamashtami. As you heard,
before Neeraj sang his bhajan, he talks about the greatness of Yogeshwar Sri Krishna coming into this world and to do what? To get rid of evil, to get rid of darkness. And before Devendra sang his bhajan, he chanted that verse, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata, that whenever there's a decline in dharma, a great soul, a very highly elevated soul, and in many, many thousand years ago, Sri Krishna took birth on this day because there was so much adharmic things going on, so much evil and undesirable things that was happening, that a great soul had to come. Sri Ram was one such soul that came onto the earth to restore dharma. Maharishi Swami Dayanand was one such great soul that came on the face of Mother Earth to restore dharma. And so tonight, we have, yesterday was what day in the Hindu calendar? Huh? In India, it's a very big thing. In TEAC, in its Teachers' Day, what we in Sanskrit we call Shikshak Divas. Shikshak Divas. And this verse is from chapter 1, verse 34. And it talks, when we hear the word Pitera, right? We think of who? Sometimes we think of those who who passed away, who no longer with us. For example, coming up very soon, there'll be there's a 2-week period. What it's called? Anybody remember? Right. Guyanese commonly say Peter Pak, right? Right, Bayanam Shivi? But what's the correct name? Pitripaksh. Pitripaksh. I remember once, I used to work in Manhattan, and this white girl came in, and they were, I was a manager in this store, and my boss and myself was there, and the girl asked, as I said, of white background, so you guys celebrate Petri Patch, and my boss said, no, we don't. But he never understood what Petri. He never heard the word Petri Paksh before. All through his life, he heard Peter Pak. And I say, yes, in Guyana, we observe Pitri Paksh, but we don't make any offerings to the dead ones. When we say Pitri Paksh, then he said, that was the first time he was hearing the word Pitri Paksh, and he was in his 50s. What's my point? That Pitri meaning what we have gotten from our ancestors, the elderly ones. And what Sri Krishna says here, coming back to, I want to touch on this a little bit before I go into my main verses, because sometimes people has this wrong concept that Pitara means people who passed away. And we need to make offerings unto them and all these things. No. When the soul leaves that body and that body is cremated, there's nothing you can do for that physical, that indeed the body is gone. You can't make any offerings. What we can do, Adi, what we can do for those who have passed on. Very good, Adi. We continue. You heard what he said? We continue the legacy. We continue to foster the values that they have given to us. And so here Sri Krishna says, he was in doubt. He said, all these people that are my near and dear ones, my acharyas, and if I fight this war, he at that point, Arjuna was very, very despondent. And so Sri Krishna told him, Acharya Pitara Putras, all of us, Acharya Pitara Putras, Tataiva cha Pitamaha,
Tataiva cha Pitamaha,
Matulaha Shvashuraha Pautraha, Matulaha Shvashuraha Pautraha, Shayalaha Sambandhinastata, Shayalaha Sambandhinastata. Yogeshwar Sri Krishna says, O Arjuna, these acharya, these there are our acharyas, there are our learned ones, there are our pitara, as we say. And who are they? The elderly relatives, pitara. Our sons who live a noble life, our daughters who live a noble life, our grandparents who live a noble life, our uncles and aunts, our in-laws who live a good life, our grandchildren, and other near and dear ones who we can learn something from. They're all considered to be pitara. They're all considered to be acharyas, as long as they live a good life. They live a disciplined life. They're very way Yogeshwar Sri Krishna. That's why he's called, and sometimes we say the word, yeah, that's correct. We say Yogi Raj, sometimes you hear, and you hear Yogeshwar. One who has mastered, when we say the art of yoga, and that we all know, yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, the whole 8 limbs. He was a master of that, and because he was a master of that, what we say, Ishwar, he's considered to be that's well, not, that elevated soul that came to show us how we can do that in the same manner. And so the next verse, so as I was saying just now, all these acharyas, all these elderly people who live a noble life. And in chapter 2, this verse is chapter 2, the very first verse, where Sri Krishna says, and it says, Aryas, noble people, don't engage in dishonorable actions. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Kutastva, many of us, we know this one. This is very popular. Kutastva kashmalam idam. All of us. Kutastva kashmalam idam. Vishame samupastitam.
Vishame samupastitam.
Anarya jushtam asvargyam.
Anarya jushtam asvargyam.
Akirti karam Arjuna.
Akirti karma Arjuna.
All of us.
Akirti karma Arjuna.
One more time.
Akirti karma Arjuna.
Kutastva kashmalam idam vishame samupastitam. Yogeshwar Sri Krishna says, O Arjuna, where from has this mental dejection come to you at this odd hour of crisis? This is an hour of crisis where all your life, O Arjuna, you've been trained to fight a battle. You've been trained to fight battles. And now when the time has come for you to fight this battle, to get rid of evil people and restore dharma, you're in a state of mental dejection. That this, it says here, Anarya Jushtam. Arya means noble. People who are brave, people who have heroic qualities. He says this behavior is on Arya. This behavior is not Anarya, is on Arya, is not cherished by the Arya people, by noble people. And what else? Anarya Jushtam Aswargyam. We all know the word swarg. Many times I use this word in my pravachan. What swarg means? Heaven. Aswarg, opposite. It will not take you to that heavenly regions, meaning what we call moksha. When the soul would have left this body, it will not take you there. In fact, Kirti Karam Arjuna. Kirti, you and I know Kirti means fame. Instead of bringing it, here it's the opposite. It will not bring you any fame. It will bring you disgrace on the face of Mother Earth. And so there are many important points in this verse. But one of the most important point is that, oh Arjuna, this behavior that you're currently displaying is very un-Arya-like. It's not cherished by noble, heroic, brave people. And because you're behaving like this, it will not bring you kirti. It will not bring you fame. It will cause you disgrace. And so, friends, as I come to this other verse, Sri Krishna says, tonight, many of us were not here today, tonight, but however many of us we came, it goes to show the extreme dedication of many of us. Yes, I know tomorrow school starts back in New York City, and many parents are still getting prepared with their children, and that might be a factor, for our lack of attendance here today. But the important thing, yes, we have come here tonight, we have kindled Agni. You and I, we have made a sacrifice to be here. And so Sri Krishna tells us in chapter 3, verse number 9. I will chant one line and all of you will repeat with Niraj and Adi. यज्ञ अर्थात कर्मणो ज्ञात्र
यज्ञ अर्थात् कर्मणो यात्र
लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः
लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः
मुक्ता संगः समाचार
तदा अर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
again तदा अर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्त संगः समाचर
मुक्त संगः समाचर.
It says here yaj artat karmano nyatra karma actions, souls sunk in selfishness. When individuals, they're only concentrated, their minds are only focused on selfishness, everything they do, myself, this ego, as we say. What happens to those people? They're karmically bound by actions that differ from those performed as and for yajna. The word yajna, there are many meanings to the word yajna. And one of the meaning of the word yajna is what? One most common meaning? Huh? But yes, this is the Havana yajna, where we make offerings. But imagine, I mean not imagine, but many of us, we have done Havan yajna in our home. And to get ready for that yajna, sometimes you do a small yajna, sometimes you have 30, 40 people. What you're really making? A sacrifice. Very good, Banshivi. Another word, one of the meaning for the word, one of the meaning for the word yajna is sacrifice. And so it says here, it differ from those performed as and for yajna. For when you make a sacrifice. And so it says here, for example, coming to Mandir tonight, we had to make a sacrifice to be here. Neeraj had classes at college, at university, but so right after he made an effort to get here, despite his hectic schedule. And many of us, we had to be at work today, but we make sure we made an effort to be here. And so it says here, perform work as and for yajna, free from the bonds of selfish desire. Yes, a lot of things we'll do selfishly for ourselves, which is important. Taking care of this body, make sure you have good health. That's you have to do that for yourself. But then when we take care of this body, when we do something for our soul, a little of our excess time we use, as it says here, for yajna, for selfless reason. And so we go to the last one. This is a beautiful verse. I've shared this before, but I want to share it tonight because it connects. It's the same one right after the one we just did. That's chapter 3, verse 9. This is 3, verse 10. And so it says here, yajna is a natural duty of all humankind. All of us. It says here, listen what Yogeshwar Sri Krishna says, the master yogi. Om Sahayajya Praja Shristva. All of us.
Sahayajya Praja Shristva
Puruvacha Prajapati.
Puruvacha Prajapati
Anena Prasavishyadhvam.
Anena Prasavishyadhvam
Eshavostvashtakam Eshavostvishtakam Sahayajya Prajaha Shristva. We are called Prajaha. Look at the English. Guess what Prajaha means? It starts with H.
Human beings.
Human beings. And he's called what? He's called Prajapati. You know that word Patihi means? The master of. The master of who? Prajaha. Us human beings. Puruvacha, in the beginning of creation. Saha means with. Saha yajyaha. In the beginning of creation, God created us human beings, created us human prajaha. And what he did, Saha, and assigning to them the performance of yajna as what? As part of our natural duty. It's part of our natural duty to perform yajna. Yes, we all know Havan yajna is one aspect of yajna. But there are how many, in our Sanatan Dharma culture, how many kinds of yajna we have? Very good. We have, what they're called, Niraj?
Brahmayaj, Dev.
Okay.
Panch Mahayaj.
Panch Mahayajna. Say them quickly.
Brahmayaj, Devyaj,
Pitriyaj.
Pitriyaj, Bhutyaj, Atitiyaj.
Very good. Right? Atitiyaj, and then sometimes we say Bhutyajya or Bali Vaishvadeva Yajya. But real quick, Brahma Yaj, that's our duty to every day to pray to that supreme being and give thanks unto God. Then there's Dev Yaj, the devas, the cosmic forces, making sure Mother Earth is protected, the air is clean. Brahma Yaj, Dev Yaj, Pitri Yaj, our duties towards our parents. Atiti Yaj, our duties towards our guests and our guests when they will come to our homes. And the lower animal, the last one, whatever little you can do to also serve the lower animal kingdom, you also make an effort. So there are many forms of yajna. And so, but Sri Krishna says, the performance of yajna is part of our natural duty. And he said, through this code of yajna, when you and I will do yajna, whichever form of yajna we will do properly, when we said through this code of yajna, meaning following the right rules of doing yajna, shall you what? Shall you prosper? We will prosper. And indeed, we will fulfill all our desires. Because we will do yajna, as that second verse says, we will have Arya-like qualities. We will live disciplined lives. Indeed, and when we live disciplined lives and we'll make an effort, indeed, all our desires will be fulfilled. Whether you're going to school, whether you're looking for a promotion at your job, or you're looking to continuously do well in your job, or whatever it might be. But because you will have the discipline to focus on your respective desires, indeed, those desires will be fulfilled. So with these few verses, everyone, we pray and hope that whatever little we have presented here tonight, taken from the pages of the Bhagavad Gita, the glorious pages of the Bhagavad Gita, we'll all make an effort to make our lives better. Shri Krishna just did not came here to give this teaching to Arjuna, but to all of us, to all the Arjunas in this world. Yogeshwar, Master Yogi, wanted this teaching to reach out to all of us. And that's why, many mandirs, they will have a Bhagavad Gita yajnas, and many mandirs will have Bhagavad Gita classes. Many times right here in our mandir, when we'll present our pravachan, we'll also include verses from the Bhagavad Gita. The idea is to, as we heard earlier on, Jo tumi tana chahe jivan ki trishna, to get rid of life thirst and unwanted needs. Indeed, we'll have to come back to follow the teachings of Yogeshwar Sri Krishna. With these few words, again, we thank all of you so much for being here tonight. At this time, we will all stand for the Aarti, and Niraj will lead us into the Aarti Bhajan.
Thank you very much, Pandit Bharatji, for that wonderful pravachan. May we all stand for Aarti. Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख विन से मन का, स्वामी दुख विन से मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहो किसकी, स्वामी शरण गहो किसकी। तुम बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन और न दूजा, आस करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे। अथ शांति पातः। ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः, पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्ति, रोषधयः शान्तिः, वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः, सर्वं शान्तिः, शान्तिरेव शान्तिः, सामा शान्तिरेधि। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम। प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो जगत गुरु महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वेदा माता की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। भोजन मंत्र। ओम अनपते ननस्य नो देहि यनमिवस्य शुष्मिनः प्रप्रदातारं तारिष ऊर्जन्नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमस्ते।